But first comes first, we are going to talk about the new movie, Don't Worry, Darling, starring like Olivia Wilde, Florence Pugh, Harry Styles, Chris Pine, Nick, like Kroll, whatever his name is. Definitely a plethora of people. That's what we're gonna start with. Either way, it's a good trailer. It's a good trailer, right? I'm completely fine with it. Good synopsis here. 1950s housewife living with her husband in a utopian experimental community begins to worry that his glamorous company could be hiding secrets. Again, I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers for y'all, right? Just in case anyone's like actually gonna watch this. So don't worry about that. I will really try to keep any spoilers out of this. Let's dive into the pros first. It's definitely got some unique stuff to it, right? I have to be honest, when every part of this movie was like really throwing me off a little bit. It does its own thing throughout the entire film, and it does it well. And I was pleasantly shocked at every twist and turn, at some of the acting from people. Like, I mean, I think they executed this idea of a movie well. So let's give them props there. Um, Also pros. I think it was like pretty well done, like camera work. It really did a great job of setting the mood and not taking itself too seriously as like this suspenseful drama thriller. It really did a great job of being set up well and professionally. I gotta give it credit. The scenes where it needed to be eerie, it was eerie. The scenes where it didn't need to be eerie, it played that role well. Definitely credit where credit's due. It's a well put together film. Also, as I said, actors and actresses, most people did really well. Honestly, Harry Styles, as much as I want to give him crap, and I will, he did much, much, much better than I ever anticipated. Also, Olivia Wilde and Chris Pine, big shout out to them. Carried it. They did so good. I mean, same with Florence Pugh, but Olivia Wilde was so chilling, and Chris Pine was perfect. I mean, look at him. I didn't watch much of the drama that went down after this film because no one knows what happened besides the actors and actresses involved, and they're never gonna let that spill, right? Who cares if Harry Styles spit in Chris Pine's lap? If he did, that's what I'd expect from Harry Styles anyway. What else? Set design, set design, and costumes. Everyone that worked on the film did a great job. This stuff was, I mean, they tied together this, what is it, 1950s super well. I mean, really, really well. I definitely thought that this was, in the 1950s. It could have been recorded then. Outside of that, pros, I mean, there's not a ton. It did its job well. What I expected from it, probably a little bit more. I'll tie that in now. We'll talk about the cons. One, I said that Harry Styles did a good job, and he did do better than I expected. You are inherently setting your film up for failure if you have Harry Styles across from Florence Pugh. I don't care who Harry Styles is, and I cannot give you a better recommendation, right? I have some ideas in my head, but I can always see how maybe they wouldn't have been right. But Harry Styles isn't the choice here. He's just not. It's very hard to put someone who's not a professional actor across one of the most blossoming actresses in the country, right? Like, she's made a name for herself. She's basically an A-list actress right now. Put someone next to her who knows how to act. Some scenes, phenomenal. Other scenes, very poor. Although I think it leveled out right above average for him. Come on, just be realistic. And also, he probably cost a good amount of money, right? He's Harry Styles. Director Olivia Wilde, I have a problem with directors being in their own films, just personally. I think she did really well, and that's one of the only cases where you're ever going to see that. It shouldn't be the norm. And I think that probably did cause some of the problems that they have on set and with their, with the production of the movie. But she's got to be, I don't know, she has to take herself off the project or out of the movie. Someone else has to be there. The twist, they're fine. They're way out there. The twists are way, way, way out there, guys. Not even cool. I mean, they are way out there to the point that yes, they were pleasant surprises. Um, Definitely not normal surprises. I was very, I personally was actually very proud of the surprises. I was like, damn, that's shout out to them. Those are big twists. I don't think they fit in the film though. I don't think it. I don't know. I just don't think it fit. It's unique, and I said it's a pro. I mean, it is. I got to give it to him. The trailer also doesn't reveal anything. Got to give it to him. Personally, I just think the twists were a little too far out there, and that's gonna hurt them. I'm sure this movie will make plenty of money. I'm sure it will do fine. It's got a star-studded cast. Honestly, when Nick Kroll appeared on screen, I was surprised. I was like, damn, they have a solid like 7 stars out of their film. But that's not enough to save a film, right? There's more to it than just your actors, your actresses. The plot is a huge part of it. And although it was fine, like I mentioned, the twists are just too outlandish and unreasonable for the movie. What I signed up for was not those twists. And I don't want to dive into it because it's going to be a spoiler. Yeah, you got to there has to be something else, All in all, as I've mentioned it could have been much better. Not to say it's bad, it could have been much better. Personally, I'm going to give it like gosh, this is actually hard. Personally, I'm going to give it like a 6.5. I enjoyed it to an extent, right? I didn't complain. There was some parts of it I thought could definitely have been better. But all in all, it was okay. Would I watch it again? Probably not. As a self-proclaimed movie critic, I think this is a 5. I think it's a 5. It is there's flaws in it, and I think they all start becoming apparent when the twists start being implemented. There's a million subplots that were never addressed, and probably purposefully, they don't have time, but it leaves me wondering about them. Like, there are certain questions I want answered that were never answered. So, personally, 6.5, self-proclaimed movie critic 5. It missed the mark. It's not horrible. I wouldn't watch it again, and I probably wouldn't recommend it. Take of that what you will. It's still probably one of the better movies of the month.